Hey everybody, welcome to our very first 2015 episode of Touchdown BC. I'm your host, Ryan Sullivan. We've got quite a bit of local football news to pass your way. Yes, it's officially the offseason now, but a few teams were still hitting the gridiron just a few weeks ago. We'll take a look at the Tanoa Bowl, which took place just a few hours over the border in Washington. We'll give you all the news on the huge, massive head coach hiring at UBC. Our own Jim Mullen also got a chance to sit down with the new coach, Blake Nill. We'll have that interview for you later in the show. UBC has also brought in some new blood on the field, not just on the sideline. They've got some new scenery to start their season. The Vancouver Island Raiders have also added some fuel to their sideline as well. The Orange Helmet Award tickets are now on sale with new keynote speaker, former pro QB in the CFL and National Football League, Jeff Garcia. We've got the latest news out of Simon Fraser with the departure of Jacques Chapdelaine with their own Mackenzie Dalglish. If we have time as well, we will also check in with head coach Jay Prepchuk for a few more drills to start out 2015 for you. I told you though, we have a very packed show. We'll see if we have time. Now, let's take a look at some Tanoa Bowl highlights from Auburn, Washington. Our province was well represented by a grade 8 club and a U18 squad just before 2014 came to a close.
The NW Cougars proved too much for Team BC as the American squad capitalized on their opportunities despite the BC defensive front doing its best to keep them in the game. The grade 8s fell victim to two big plays that cost them, well, big time, including this 66-yard touchdown late in the game that put the final nail in the Team BC coffin. NW Cougars take it 22-zap. However, Kinsale Phillips of the Royal City Hyaks was named Defensive Player of the Game. Things got off to a sweet start for the U18 squad. Team BC's first drive, Brandon Holland hooking up with Jesse Walker. That's a 43-yard major, but they booted the convert. They finkled it, so it's just 6 for the Orange Crush. Shortly after the Crush turned to mush, Team BC puts on a clinic on how not to tackle your opponent. The VASA running back takes it 68 yards all the way to pay dirt. That gives them a 7-6 lead, and that's really all they need from there on out. BC would play themselves out of this game. Holland and Walker hook up once again, but a fumble on the goal line would negate points, as did this. Cole Vertanen picked off this INT that brought BC inside the red zone, but Theodore Landers would get picked too once again, negating points for the British Columbians. Then the run game was just too much for BC. Already down 14-6, this 59-yard scamper with under a minute on the clock makes it 21-6, and that's all she wrote. Caleb Abraham of the Lord Tweedsmuir Panthers was named Defensive Player of the Game.
The UBC Thunderbirds have found their new head coach. It's in the form of Blake Nill. Heard of him? Yes, you probably have. He's done it all in CIS football. He's a 2-time Vanier Cup winner, a 7-time Vanier finalist, which is key because UBC has not made it to the Big Dance since 1997. Blake Nill left his role as head coach for the Calgary Dinos to take the reins as the new frontman for UBC. Now that the recruiting for a head coach has concluded, UBC has turned their focus to the field itself. They've started to beef up their lineup by adding some, well, beef. Here's a look now at UBC's CIS recruits. And now here's a look at the rest of the recruits out of the NCAA. Announced this past month, Blake Nill will be taking his birds to the house that Constantine built. Blake Nill and the UBC Thunderbirds are heading to Laval for an exhibition game. The preseason matchup will kick off August 29th. It's not the first time by any means that Nill's squad has faced Laval. His former team, the Calgary Dinos, paid visits to Laval for an exhibition grind in 2013 and 2014. We touched on a Bolinas Whaler a moment ago with Brock Mold heading to UBC. Well, another Whaler is moving up the football food chain. Longtime head coach Jeremy Kahn has been announced as the new bench boss for the Vancouver Island Raiders. Kahn leaves Bolinas after 8 years working the sideline. His Nanaimo-based VI Raiders are coming off a forgetful 5-5 2014 campaign. Just a few days ago, the BC Lions announced that former Grey Cup champion and NFL quarterback Jeff Garcia will be the keynote speaker at the 2015 Orange Helmet Awards. Garcia and Wally Buono used to walk the same sideline when their Calgary Stampeders won the 1998 Grey Cup. Garcia then played several seasons in San Francisco with the 49ers before spending time with the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Oakland Raiders, and even had a cup of coffee with the Houston Texans. He has also been named to the Pro Bowl on 4 different occasions. For ticket information to the awards, head to the BC Lions website or call 604-634-1178. All right, we welcome back in for the first time in 2015 our SFU insider, Mackenzie Dalglish. Now the big, tough, burning question, number 1 on everyone's list, Jacques Chapdelaine leaving SFU after 1 year. Give us the lowdown.
It's been quite the 13 months in the SFU football program. Dave Johnson let go in November of 2013. Now Jacques Chapdelaine leaving in 2014. This program is just kind of stuck in reverse in a way, going, you take a step forward with Jacques coming in, now 2 steps back with him leaving again. You can't blame him. He's going to the highest level in this country for football. He's going to go for a Grey Cup. That's kind of what you want as a coach, is to compete at the highest level. And he got paid pretty well to do that and have control. So great for him, not unexpected based on the circumstances, but for the program's sake, it's just same old, same old.
All right, now with Jacques Chapdelaine on his way out, what's the future look like for the sideline of SFU?
Well, it's probably going to take another 2 weeks until they get their guy. They're in the short list process right now, and some names that have thrown out there that I've heard are Adam Rita, Kelly Bates, Kahari Jones, Abe Elamimian, and Jeff Reinbold as possible guys. They're all mostly CFL guys, so that kind of shows where Athletic Director Milt Richards wants to go. It's great to sell a program, to have that guy that has been in the CFL, the highest level in Canada, but at the same time, you run the risk of them going back to the CFL after a year like Jacques did, and that's through no fault of their own. That's going back to a better place. But it'll be interesting to see who they go for and who will want to kind of stay there, and should find out in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Now, last question we have for you. Lamar Durant declaring for the draft. He was selected number 4 in Justin Dunk's CFL.ca mock draft, which is, of course, available online. Montreal Alouettes have that pick. What's it look like right now, the future of Lamar Durant?
Well, it actually took a while to get him into that, just to be declared or eligible for the CFL draft. The CFL hadn't noticed him or marked him down as a potential candidate to be drafted eligible, but that's been taken care of now, and once that was done, he was put into the mock draft in the first round. Very talented receiver, but he's also getting some interest from down south in the NFL. And there's about a dozen teams, or close to a dozen teams, that have been phoning him, emailing him, doing their homework on him, and he's actually going to be going down to Denver for a regional combine and kind of put his talent in front on the line and try to carve out a career. He really wants to go into the NFL path. Colin Kaepernick was his ex-teammate back at Nevada. Rashard Matthews, Miami Dolphins receiver, was his teammate at Nevada. So he wants to go that way. He wants to try it, and based on this kind of interest, you know, maybe he'll get drafted late or sign as an undrafted free agent, but at least get a shot. And if not, he says he's always loved to compete for his country and play in his country, and that would be the CFL.
Beautiful. His name's Mackenzie Dalglish. As always, he's our SFU insider. Coming up after the break, our own Jim Mullen from Crown Countdown News paid us a visit here at Touchdown BC. Checks in with Blake Nill, the new head coach at UBC. You're watching Touchdown BC.
Crown Produce secures produce locally and from around the world for Canadian retailers. Crown Produce is also proud to secure sponsorship of University football on Shaw. Crown Produce, supporting Canadian retailers and Canadian amateur football. And welcome back to Crown Countdown U, now in studio with the new head coach of the UBC Thunderbirds, Blake Nill, who has not been fitted out with UBC gear as of yet, but you're not wearing red.
No, I'm not, Jim. I'm making the slow transition, but you know, if things are going well here, I'm starting to learn the lay of the land, and it's a big job, a big task, but we're moving, taking good strides so far.
I know moving out of Calgary, it was a surprise to many out there. Mm-hmm. And it may have taken your team by surprise at the University of Calgary and many people around the university when you pulled up stakes and moved on to Vancouver. This is an opportunity for you to send a message to them about all those years that you had in Calgary and what you built there. So I'll give you the time to actually say a televised goodbye to them if you like.
Well, the thing about it, Jim, is that the decision for me to leave Calgary and go to UBC was not based on anything that was happening at Calgary. You know, this was an opportunity that I thought I had to take. I'm a believer that in coaching you have certain lengths of tenure, and I was in, you know, I just completed my 9th year at Calgary. I felt that it was time to, you know, look somewhere else, time to sort of rejuvenate yourself. And I can honestly say that in the few months that I've been here at UBC, I feel a resurgence of sorts and an urgency that I hadn't felt at Calgary maybe in the last year.
Was the process for you coming to UBC and leaving Calgary similar to that of when you left SMU and went to Calgary? Was it that same sort of reset that you needed in your life?
Well, to be honest with you, it was very similar. You know, paralleled in a lot of ways. In both scenarios, I did not apply for a job. I was approached by an alumni group who asked if I'd consider coming, you know, to their particular school. And I looked at the, you know, at the long view of it, you know, the long-term view, and said, you know what, I think things can work at UBC if the culture's changed. There was a lot of dysfunctionalism in it. You know, there's things that I thought that were done that maybe just didn't allow itself to win. And so I've come in here, I've identified areas where I think we can make improvements right away. Now I'm going to continue to work on obviously on the recruiting and the fund development. And that's something that I think parallels success now is your ability to generate capital to increase your operating budget.
Let's take a look at the UBC team that you have right now. Coming out of the gate. Strong in some places, really thin in some other places. What was your assessment back when you were a coach for Calgary? When you took a look at that team that was dressed in blue and gold, how did you see them?
Well, last year when they had the coaches' polls, I picked UBC to finish fairly highly. You know, I thought they had great depth at some of their skill positions, you know, experienced quarterback, and more importantly, maybe is a couple young quarterbacks who I thought could, you know, get the job done as well. You know, we knew they were a little shallow on the offensive line, and that's, having been there now, I can see, you know, that we need to improve in that area. But overall, I think this team is the strongest of any team that I've taken over, and I'm looking forward to seeing their improvements after, you know, an off-season in the weight room. And, you know, again, a little bit of change from the head, you know, from the head coach maybe can sort of just ignite them quickly here. Do
you feel that you've got buy-in from the players? I think Sean Olsen was well-liked among a core of players with that team. Do you think that they're buying into your new program?
You know, it's hard to say at this point still. There's no doubt that Coach Olsen was well-liked and, you know, deservingly so. He's a you know, a coach who goes out of his way to try and make the experience for the players a very genuine one. My approach may be a little bit different, you know, where I'm going to come in and be maybe a little bit more demanding. I know I'm, you know, just comparing what I feel, but I'm the kind of guy that probably expects a lot. I have a huge opinion on accountability and on decision making and on work ethic. And so far, I think I've delivered that message to this team, and they seem to be, you know, in the weight room anyways, working hard and understanding that there's going to be evaluations made throughout year, you know, from now to spring ball, and that any one spot on that team is not guaranteed. One of the things we're looking at is moving Terrell Davis back to the defensive side of the ball, where he was a prominent linebacker in high school, and he's built. You know, he would bring a speed component to that position that might not have been seen here for a while.
Let's step off the field for a second to alumni. Part of the change of culture, I think, comes from alumni and alumni supporting a person in your position. During the press conference, you talked a lot about financial support and financial support being a game changer. Right. Was that the final determining factor for you coming out to UBC in terms of the alumni being able to put the fuel in the tank to change the culture?
Well, I'll start off by saying if I was not convinced that the alumni would be there, I would not have even considered this job, because I came from a definite have program at the University of Calgary where the alumni means everything to that program and have done a great job for 25 plus years. What intrigued me about the UBC opportunity in regards to the alumni was a core group of men who I think, you know, took it upon themselves to say, you know what, it's time for us to step up. You know, all these gentlemen played for Coach Smith. I think there's a huge loyalty to Coach Smith in this city and in the university. And they looked at it and saw what his regime, what his philosophical approach meant in their lives, and they want to contribute and give back. And I was convinced in the times, you know, of my discussions with this group is that they're on board. And some call it a leap of faith, you know, but what I did was use my experience as a coach, my knowledge of the CIS to know what it's going to take, and made the best decision I could. I've always been what I call a qualitative recruiter. I'm not worried about numbers. I'm not going to go in and say we need 25 recruits or 30 recruits. I'm going to say we need, you know, as many guys that can help us get to the national level as possible.
Blake, thanks very much for this. Appreciate your time. And good luck catching up on the wide field of recruiting. And I know how seriously you take recruiting. This is a whole different season for you, isn't it?
It is. You know, we're going to be fine, though. I'm happy with how it's going. It's just a matter of me now closing the...
Okay, in this segment, we're going to work a little bit with the quarterbacks throwing with movement. So they're going to be in different positions and throwing the ball a little bit. Sometimes they may be off balance. Sometimes they may have to adjust their feet to make sure that they are aligned properly to throw. Because in a game situation, you're not always going to be able to just to drop back, stand in the pocket, and deliver a pass without any pressure. So we're going to get used to throwing a little bit on the run. We're going to get used to throwing a little bit out of movement. So the very first drill that we're going to work on is we're going to get on a line and we're just going to shuffle our feet back and forth. Now, when they partner up to do this, they're just going to offset slightly. So they can get a little bit of an angle throw when they do this, but as they shuffle back and forth, their eyes are up. So they're shuffling back and forth. They're in a good athletic position. So they're just going to move their feet back and forth quickly, straddling over a line, back and forth as quick as they can. Now, when they throw the ball to their partner, they're going to throw the ball when their partner puts their hands up. Oftentimes in quarterback drills, quarterbacks will throw the ball when they're ready to throw. But in a game situation, that's not a reality. The reality is you're not sure when you're going to have to throw. You're not sure when that receiver is going to come open. So as they're doing these footwork drills, they're just going to focus right now on getting their eyes up. And as soon as that receiver puts his hands up in the air, you're going to frame yourself up, get your GPS system hooked up, all your targets, all your aiming points, and you're going to deliver the football, okay? So right now we're going to have Mihai, Lucas, Theo, and Liam Howie from University of Saskatchewan catching passes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work on line throws to start off with, guys. So here we go. Partner up. Good. So just chop back and forth. Good. So we're just working on good feet, getting your body set, getting your body ready. Good. And throwing the ball. Good. Making sure that you are hitting your target when the target puts his hands up. Okay, we're just going to offset a little bit. So Theo that way a little bit. Stay there, Lucas. Mihai. Good. So chop, chop. Good. Back and forth. Get a little more athletic, Theo. Good. Great job, you guys. Excellent. Good. Watch your stride, Lucas. Good. Back and forth. Back and forth. You can do all sorts of different footwork drills with this. We got one here, Lucas. We got all sorts of different quick feet. Good. That's it. Making sure we frame it up nicely. Excellent. Good. Chop, chop. Good. Throwing the ball and good. Don't worry, Lucas. We didn't get that one. Good. Nice. Chop, chop. Excellent. Okay. Get the ball back. You're going to face the other way. Ball back here, facing that way. So you're just going to hop over the line. 2 foot hop. Good. 2 foot hop. Back and forth, and throw. Good. Get your body turned, set, and throw. Nice. Way to go. That's it. Good. Move around a little bit. Good. Excellent. Get your body turned and throw. Nice. Good. Get your hip into it. Get that ball up. Keep your tray up. Keep your shoulders level. Good. Get used to getting hit a little bit. Good. Keep your shoulders level now. Keep your shoulders level. Here we go. Excellent. Back and forth. Good. Good. Nice. Excellent. Good. Way to get yourself turned. Excellent. Stepping into it. Good job. There you go. Focusing downfield. Good. No palm on the ball. Good. Your eyes are up. Good. Get your tray up. Good. Get ready to get hit a little bit. You're going to be off balance. Excellent. Good. Drop the ball back and forth. Nice job. There you go. Okay, last one. Just face your partner again, and you're just going to hop back and forth and do the same drill. Same thing. So any kind of footwork drill you can do with the guys when they're moving around is fine for a drill like this, okay? Good. Don't drop the ball. Good. Keep it up. Back and forth. Stay athletic, Lucas. Keep your knees bent a little more. Good. Keep your knees bent a little more. Great. There you go. Good. Nice. Okay. Good. Now we're going to go to our shuffle drill. So what we're going to do right now, you guys stay there with the ball, please. Okay, move over this way just a little bit. Okay, you're going to take a 3-step drop, and I'm going to move you. I'm going to get you moving in the pocket. The key here is to make sure that you have your head is up, the ball is in good position to throw. So they're going to be shuffling one way or the other, and then they're going to throw to a partner. So Lucas is there ready to receive. Liam is there ready to receive. Okay, so all we're going to do right now is get ready and set. Hut. Good, good. Shuffle this way. Good. Eyes are up. Good. Back it up. Good. 45. Good. This way. Good. Back it up. Forward. Side. Side. Throw. Good. Good. Get the ball back. Try it again. Set up again. Here we go. Down. Set. Hut. Drop. Good. Stop. Drop. Good. Stop. Drop. Good. Forward. Shuffle. 45 back. Good. 45. Good. Shuffle up. This way. That way. Okay. Run. Tuck it in. Go. Tuck it in. Go. Got to run sometimes. Got to run sometimes. Good. Okay. Over to the ladders. Over to the ladder. So starting on that ladder right there. We got Liam right here. We're going to work on shuffling through the ladders. Again, you can do this off a line. You don't have to have ladders. Just working in and out of the ladder. And when Liam puts his hands up to catch, that's when we want to get up and make sure that we're framed up. We're not throwing across our body. We're not too open. We want to be good and athletic, and we want to throw that ball right here. Okay, so first one up. Chop, chop. Here we go. Good. Eyes are up. Good. Excellent. Now, it's super important you throw it quickly. As soon as that receiver gets open, you only have that 1 second to throw the ball, right? Good. Nice, you guys. Great throwing. Good job. Good. Excellent. Follow through. Down and through. Good. Secure the ball. Heads up. Heads up. Good. Secure that ball. Secure that ball. Good. Good. Secure that ball. Secure that ball. Secure the ball. Other side. Other side. Other side. Switch it over. Going the other way. Here we go. Chop, chop. There you go. Get out of there. Good. Check your toes. Oh, don't drift off. See how you fell off? Don't fall off on me. Go towards them. Go towards. Go towards. Good. 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 Finish towards your target. Finish towards. Secure that ball. Nice. Nice. Where are you going to finish? Where are you going to finish? Finish, finish. Good. I like it. Good. Good. Excellent. Nice job. Good job, guys. Here we go. Great. Nice. Good. Good feet. Get out of there. Get on your toes. Get on your toes. Get on your toes. Nice. Nice high release. I like it. Where's your eyes? Get up. Good. Secure that ball. Good. Nice. Way to step towards them, Theo. Good. Good. Bend. Bend. Be athletic. Nice. Nice. Watch your stride, Lucas. Okay, zigzag. Here we go. Theo, you're up. Let's go. Now, when we're zigzagging, we're just imagining that we're in the pocket here, right? And we're shuffling up in the pocket. So we've got an area right here where we're just shuffling up into the pocket. We want to focus downfield. We want to be ready to throw the ball. We want to have ball security here, okay? So we're just going to zigzag there, there, there. When we get to the end, you can throw to Liam after, okay? So we're just going to zigzag up. Again, we're looking down the field. So when we zigzag this way, we're going to focus on the goal there. We get to here. Boom. We're going to shuffle this way. Focus down here. Eyes up. Shuffle, shuffle, get to the end. When you get to that end, you can throw to Liam, okay? And then set up and get ready to come back the other way. So what are we doing here now? We're focusing on our eyes are up, Feet together a little bit more. We're good and athletic. Okay, and we're making sure that we are securing that ball. Okay, go ahead. Eyes are up. Good. Good. Eyes are up. Good. Where's your eyes? Good. Focus. Go. Good. Good. Get your eye. Good. Good. Focus up. Focus up. Nice. Nice. Get the ball back. Good. Excellent. Good. Great job, you guys. Good. Shuffle up and throw. Okay, going the other way. Here we go. Good, Mihai. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, going the other way. Here we go. Shuffle. Good, Theo. Good. That's it. Here you go. Secure that ball. Secure that ball. Good. Good. Stay strong in the pocket. Stay strong in the pocket. More of a shuffle, not a step. Shuffle. It's a shuffle. It's a shuffle. It's a shuffle. Good. Good. Excellent. Good. Okay, hustle over here, guys. Now we're going to incorporate a little bit of a three-step drop. So quarterback's off to the side. Theo, you're first up. Ready? And it's just going to be digging in that toe. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here. Nothing there. He's going to shuffle up. Frame yourself up. Three-step drop. Shuffle up. Frame yourself up. Three-step drop. Shuffle. The new drill for you, coach. So go. Maybe I got it from you. Good. See? Okay. This way. Okay. Good. 2 hands on the ball, Theo. Good. Okay, go ahead, Lucas. Good. Eyes are up. Eyes are up. Good. How many fingers are up? Good. Good. How many fingers? Good. Get your eyes up. Good. Get your eyes up. Good. Good. How many fingers up?
2, 1.
Good. Get your drop. Hold it secure. Shuffle. 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 Good. Good. Shuffle. Good. Shuffle up. Good. Dip under. Notice a little dip under. Good. Okay.
Oh, that episode was a thing of beauty. You're welcome, BC. I'm Ryan Sullivan. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next month with another off-season edition of Touchdown BC.
Crown Produce secures produce locally and from around the world for Canadian retailers. Crown Produce is also proud to secure sponsorship of University football on Shaw. Crown Produce, supporting Canadian retailers and Canadian amateur football.